Hello students, today I am going to take a beautiful poem written by Sarojini Naidu. Song of a Dream written by Sarojini Naidu. She was also known as the Nightingale of India. So, here it is her dream song. Means in this poem she describes her dream world. Do you have unforgettable dream? Yes, of course, all of you have dream. So here the poetess have a dream. Let's see the poem. Before that, I would like to tell something about Sarojini Naidu. Sarojini Naidu was known as the Nightingale of India. She was born on 13 February 1879. She was an activist of the freedom movement in India. Her major works are The Golden Threshold, then The Bird of Time, The Broken Wing. These are her major works. So, let's start our poem. All of you look at the textbook. Song of a Dream written by Sarojini Naidu. Once in the dream of a night I stood, lone in the light of a magical wood. Soul deep visions that poppy-like sprang, and spirits of truth were the birds that sang. And spirits of truth were the birds that sang, and spirits of love were the stars that glowed, and spirits of peace were the streams that flowed in that magical wood in the land of sleep. Here I told Sarojini Naidu describes her dream world. So, once in the dream of a night I stood. She says that one night in a dream she sees herself standing alone in a magical wood. Here, wood means forest. Wood means forest, a group of trees means forest. So, one night in her dream, she sees herself standing alone in the magical wood, means in the forest. Then, soul deep in visions that poppy like sprang. Here, vision means the faculty or state of being able to see. Then poppy means poppy flower. Poppy is the flower, red color flower. Okay, you have seen many flowers around you. For example, rose, jasmine, lotus, etc. But this poppy flower is different from all these flowers because it is sedative. Means when we smell this flower, we feel sleepy. Okay. Then sprang means sprang is the past tense of spring. It means stood up, bloomed. So, soul deep in visions that poppy like sprang. It means that the visions of the wood, like the poppy flowers, and her soul merged fully and deeply in that vision. Understood now? It means that once in a night, one night in her dream, Sarojini Naidu Yes, she stood alone in the magical wood, and there her vision of the wood like the poppy flowers that merged, and her soul merged fully and deeply in that vision. ഇത് സരോജിനി നായിഡു എഴുതിയ കവിതയാണ് ദ സോങ് ഓഫ് എ ഡ്രീം. ഇതിൽ പറയുന്നത് കവയത്രി ഡ്രീം വേൾഡാണ്. പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഡ്രീമിൽ എന്താണ് കാണുന്നത്, സ്വപ്നത്തിൽ എന്താണ് കാണുന്നത്. ഒരു രാത്രി എവിടെ എത്തി? മാജിക്കൽ വുഡിൽ എത്തുന്നത് സ്വപ്നം കാണുകയാണ്. പിന്നെ അവരുടെ ആത്മാവ് ആ കാഴ്ചകളിൽ അലിഞ്ഞു പോയതുപോലെയാണ് അവർക്ക് ആ സ്വപ്നത്തിൽ കണ്ടത്. Then and spirits of truth were the birds that sang. Then in that magical wood she heard the song of birds that were compared to spirits of truth. Then and spirits of love were the stars that glowed. Then she sees the stars. Glowed means shining brightly. So shining stars. Poetess saw glowing stars, shining stars that were compared to spirits of love. And spirits of peace were the streams that flowed. Then she sensed the flowing streams that were compared to spirits of peace. So all these she experienced in her dream, in her land of sleep. So this poem, Song of a Dream, is about Sarojini Naidu's beautiful dream and beautiful vision for her motherland, where love, peace and truth were coexist. Then see the next stanza. Lone in the light of that magical grove, I felt the stars of the spirits of love gather and gleam round my delicate youth, and I heard the song of the spirits of truth. To quench my longing, I bent me low by the streams of the spirits of peace that flow in that magical wood in the land of sleep. Then she says that she was alone in the magical grove. Grove means garden. Okay, she was alone in the magical garden. I felt the stars of the spirits of love. Then she felt that her that her youth surrounded by stars, gleaming stars. Here gleam means shining stars. That were the spirits of love. ആ സ്നേഹത്തിൻ്റെ സ്പിരിറ്റായ നക്ഷത്രങ്ങൾ അവരെ ചുറ്റിപ്പറ്റി നിൽക്കുന്നതായി അവർ സ്വപ്നത്തിൽ കണ്ടു. And I heard the song of the spirits of truth. At that time she heard the song of the spirits of truth. To quench my longing, I bent me low by the streams of the spirits of peace that flow in that magical wood in the land of sleep. Here, quench means satisfy, longing means desire, means wish. So, to quench my longing, I bent me low by the streams of the spirits of peace that flow in that magical wood in the land of sleep. So she wished for the freedom of her motherland. For satisfy this wish, she bent herself low by the streams that were the spirits of peace. Here she is in a period of before independence. You can imagine the condition of India before independence. She thinks of the millions of fighters, millions of people fighting for freedom. So she want freedom of India. Then she need peace. Okay. Here the poet wish was to become the part of nation with full of love, peace and truth. So here the structure of the poem is in 2 stanzas of 7 lines each. Okay, 2 stanzas are there, then 7 lines in each with a rhyming scheme A, B, B, C, C, D. So see the first stanza. See the first stanza. Here, what is the rhyming scheme used here? Can you tell the rhyming scheme? What do you mean by rhyming scheme? Rhyming scheme is the, yes, tell what is the rhyming scheme used here? What do you mean by rhyming scheme? Rhyming scheme is, what do you mean by rhyming scheme? What do you mean by rhyming words? Yes, rhyming words are the words that have the same ending sounds. Rhyming words are the words that have the same ending sounds. Okay, for example, cat, bat, sat. Here, see the ending sounds. Then tin, pin, bin. See the ending sounds. Okay, so rhyming words are the words that have the same ending sounds. See here, cat, bat, sat, tin, pin, bin. So here in this poem, here rhyming words are used. Which are the rhyming words? See here, stood, would, sprang, sang. These are the rhyming words. Stood, would, sprang, sang, glowed, flowed. These are the rhyming words. Then what do you mean by rhyming scheme? What do you mean by rhyming scheme? Yes, rhyming scheme are the arrangement of rhyming words. Okay, arrangement of rhyming words at the end of the line. Rhyming scheme is the arrangement of rhyming words in the end of the line. It is very easy to find out rhyming scheme. Okay, it is very easy to find out. Here, first see the first line, last word, stood. Stood. You have to give it a name A. Then see the second line. Here, last word is wood. So same, no, stood and wood sounds are same. So you have to give it same name A. Then third line, soul deep vision that poppy like sprang. Here wood, stood and sprang. Wood and stood same, but sprang is different. Not similar. Wood and sprang is not similar. It is different. So you have to give it the name B. Then sprang and sang same. So you have to give B. Then next line, see there in your textbook. Next line, glowed, flowed. So you have to give, yes, CC, glowed, flowed. Flowed, See, last, sleep. Sleep is different now. So you have to give it D. Give it the name D. So what is the rhyming scheme here? What is the rhyming scheme? Rhyming scheme. A, B, B, C, C, D. A, B, B, C, C, D is the rhyming scheme used here. I hope all of you are understood. Okay. Then, what is the poetic devices used here in this poem? Poetic devices are used. What do you mean by poetic device? Poetic device are the tools used by the poet to enhance the poem. It means that poetic device is the tool used by the poet to create mood, tone, feeling and meaning. Examples are alliteration, then metaphor, simile, then personification. Then let's see what you mean by simile. First one, simile. Simile. What do you mean by simile? Simile is the word. Simile is the poetic device used to compare two different things or objects using like or as. Simile is the poetic device used to compare two different things or objects using like or as. Okay. Here, for example, she is as beautiful as an angel. She is as beautiful as an angel. It is an example for simile. Okay. Here, that girl is comparing to an angel. That girl is compared to an angel. She means one girl. That girl is compared to an angel. Then he is like a lion. He is like a lion. Here that boy. He means that one boy. That boy is comparing to a lion. So we used here as or like. So simile is the poetic device used to compare two different things or objects using like or as. See here in your textbook, which is the example for simile. See the third line. Visions that Poppy like sprang. Here Poppy like sprang. That is an example for simile. Visions that Poppy like sprang. Visions are compared to poppy flowers. So next one, metaphor. Metaphor. What do you mean by metaphor? What is the difference between metaphor and simile? Yes, both are poetic device. Then simile means comparing two different things or objects using like or as. But in metaphor comparing two different two things without using like or as. Without using like or as. For example, she is a angel. She is a angel. Then he is a lion. Her heart is a gold. Like that. Her heart is gold. So not using like or as. That is the difference. Okay. In simile you are using like or as, but in metaphor we are not using like or as. Then alliteration. So before that, here in your textbook, in first stanza, metaphor, example for metaphor given. Which are the examples? See the fourth line, and spirits of truth were the birds that sang. Here comparison, the spirits of truth were compared to bird song, that is the simile. Then spirits of love were the stars that glowed. Then spirits of peace were the streams that flowed. These are an example for metaphor. So next one is alliteration. What do you mean by alliteration? What do you mean by alliteration? Yes, alliteration is the repetition of beginning consonant sound in a line of poetry. Repetition of consonant sounds in a line of poetry. So, for example, see the textbook, here given example for alliteration. Which one? Lone in the light. Lone in the light. Here repetition of consonant sound. Repetition of consonant sound. Consonant. You know vowels and what is the difference? Which are the vowels and which are the consonants? Vowels are A, E, I, O, U. These are vowels. Then remaining letters are consonants. B, C, D, E, F. E no. F, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, yes, N, O, P, Q, O not P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, U not other O, U, V, W, X, Y. These are the consonants. Only 5 letters A, E, I, O, U are vowels. Remaining are consonants. So here lone in the light. So L sound is repetition of L sound. Consonant. L is the consonant. So repetition of consonant sound. It is an example for alliteration. In second stanza, gather and gleam. Gather and gleam. Gather and gleam. Gather and gleam. Here G repetition of consonant sound. G sound. G sound is repeated. So repetition of consonant sound. It is called alliteration. It is an example for alliteration. First one lone in the light. Another one gather and gleam. Next, what do you mean by here? Some imagery is used here. Imagery is used here. Visual images and auditory images. Visual images and auditory images are used. Visual image means we can see. See here, we can see birds, then flowers, isn't it? Like that. Which are the example given here in this poem? So see the textbook. Poppy. Poppy is the flower. So poppy, then birds, stars, streams. These are the example for visual image. Then auditory image. Auditory means we can hear the sound. What is the example? The birds that sang, the sound of birds. We can hear the sound of birds. That is an example for auditory image. Then personification. What do you mean by personification? Personification. Personification means giving human qualities to a non-human thing. Giving human qualities to a non-human thing. For example, the flowers danced in the wind. 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 It is the flowers danced in the wind. Here, dance is the human quality. Dance is the human quality. Then human quality dance. Then non-human thing is flowers. Flowers. So personification means giving human quality to a non-human thing. Here danced is the human quality giving to non-human thing. Then second example is the moon. Second example, the moon played hide and seek with clouds. The moon played hide and seek with clouds. Here, hide and seek is the quality of human beings. That means children are playing hide and seek. So then that quality, human quality giving to moon. Moon is the non-human thing. So it is an example for personification. Okay. So I hope all of you understood this. Okay. So in the next page they are given some question answers. So all of you write these question answers. All of you should write it in your book. All of you try to write it. Find out the answers. Okay. Then again you have to write a profile of Sarojini Naidu. Write a profile of Sarojini Naidu. You have to do these two activities in your book.